G'day folks, and this is AK Gamer again here with Stories, Path of the Destinies. The last episode we finished off a little bit of a long one there when we finished the first storyline here, and it gave us one of the 4 truths unlocked at the end of the storyline here, and the truth we came to was the Skyripper core is unstable. So maybe if we decide to go back and go through the Skyripper storyline from the beginning and see what happens, maybe we'll be able to unlock the Skyripper and gain the truth about the whole Skyripper and see where that takes us. So we're going to go over here and we're going to go to continue.
He made bad choices. But now, when the real battle came, he wouldn't make those choices. He wouldn't make the same mistake twice. The book's pages began to flip backwards, towards the beginning. And he realized that his adventure was just beginning. The clouds parted over the Isles of Boreas. It was time to choose. The rebellion was in trouble. Ravens were scouting for the secret rebel base. They needed a game changer. Pieces of the Skyripper had surfaced. Renato knew that using it could go catastrophically wrong. But he was sure he could figure out how to use it safely. Also, a temple had risen out of empty desert. The Emperor had brought the Skyripper pieces up out of ancient burial by his obscene rituals. Could this be where the Iblis stone was hidden? Someone better get it before he does, thought Renato. On the other hand, his old friend Lapino needed rescuing. Lapino was no game changer, but could Renato really leave an old friend to the Ravens?
Aha, here we are. We have 3 choices this time. You can't make new old friends. The rebellion was out of time and Ronaldo needed a necessary game changer, even though Lapino wasn't anyone would consider a game changer. He could come up with some harebrained schemes. Maybe rescuing him was worth it. And then now we know the core of the Skyripper is no good, so maybe if we go and get the armature to go with the core of the Skyripper, when we put it together, maybe it'll be a safer weapon and end the rebellion that way. The rebellion was out of time and Renardo needed a game changer. An ancient artifact that defeated the lost gods would indeed be a game changer, though it was split into 2 pieces many years ago. Renardo could rebuild it, but by first getting its armature. And then this other one, find the temple. The rebellion was out of time and Renardo needed a game changer. A mysterious temple had risen out of the desert. The Emperor has sent his ravens to search for the Iblis stone. The ancient artifact may contain power to bring down the Empire. So this one here is a new storyline. This one was thrown in after we finished the first truth. So my question is do we go through and build the whole Skyripper from the start and see how that pans out? Or do we go save Lapino? Or do we go right to the desert temple and see what happens? Well, we saved Lapino last time, but we missed the armature. Let's get the armature and see what happens with this storyline and play this one through.
Every child knew about the Skyripper. The transcendent Emperor had buried its pieces deep. And then, this Emperor's horrific sacrifices had brought it back to the surface. Renato wasn't exactly sure how to use the legendary weapon. But surely, there must be some way to do it without provoking another catastrophe. Had he, somehow, summoned the long-lost components of the legendary weapon out of the deep places of the Earth? It was more than Renato could fathom. But if he could find a legendary weapon, he would use it.
Alright, so we're off to go see if we can put the whole Skyripper together and see what we can do with the Skyripper. Should be interesting.
As he set foot on the island, Renato could not help but feel a tinge of guilt. He'd left Lapino behind. He hoped the Mad Rabbit had somehow escaped the Ravens. He hoped they hadn't eaten him. If they had, he hoped they hadn't eaten him alive. Why had he chosen the Skyripper? Renato never made plans that required constant vigilance. He was a hero. He didn't think too much. He just went with his gut and hoped it all worked out. The Skyripper was a long shot, he'd have to devote himself to it. No side journeys, no rescuing old friends. That was against his nature. Could he stick with it?
Couple boxes right off the bat here. Well, we already saw in the other storyline that Lapino gets himself free, conveniently, as the guards owe him money. So, we're going to quest for the Sky Ripper and see where this leads us. Oh, I was already there. Backtracking. Keep an eye out for places in the corners here. We can use our hook shot and jump across gaps. Interesting. I'm assuming that's the temple. Let's go see what's outside the temple first. Ooh, very forgiving with the treasure chests in this first section. Big green area there. That's kind of a blank spot in the map. Alright, let's see what's down here. Nothing. Alright, well, I guess it's into the temple we go. Let's see what this holds us. Ooh, spooky, foreboding looking place. I like the transition from environment to environment. It's nice, it's smooth. Oh, we have a workbench around the corner. That's nice. Let's hit that. Alright, I think we're ready for a new sword. Ooh, Winterthorn is ready to be built. Well, that's...
This sword from the frigid north was really useful for making popsicles and birdsicles.
While attacking, freezes enemy, costs energy. Yeah, you have to activate it. Well, that's fine. Still haven't found any gems, have we? No, okay. So that's fine. Aha! Pretty looking little rig. That'll freeze them as it hits them. Aha! Well...
He was sort of yanking his own chain, wasn't he?
Aha! Don't want to run right in there right away. Oh, this is have to teleport us back because obviously there's no hook shot posted across. Okay. Well, that's good. They're kind of conveniently placed. I'll have to keep my eyes open more for those as we go through. Oh, lovely. Is he coming all the way out here? Nope. Alright.
Say goodnight, Gracie, said Renato, wondering who Gracie was.
Wondering who Gracie was. Alright. Right down the door? No. Okay, let's go this way. Interesting. Lovely. Ah, I missed my chance. Make Void Blade yet. Yeah, I gotta wait until they both come in turn.
The people who had built this castle,
Oops.
did they even know what monstrous weapon lay hidden within their walls? The Sky Ripper could destroy anything it touched, or so the legend said. As the Transcendent Emperor had fought the lost gods, thousands had died. But Renato had been through wars. The only merciful war was a short one. Smashing things was fun.
Well, yeah, who doesn't like smashing things? Little health there, missed that. Oh, level up shrine. Aha. Doesn't appear to be a shortcut over there. Alright, let's see if we can use the altar. Would have a skill point available. Oh, we can open. Hooking a shield building enemy will rip away the shield, leaving him vulnerable. Ooh, or do we want to up our health? Ooh, 50 more points of health. Speed. A little more movement speed wouldn't hurt. Get through the levels quicker. Or we could pull shields from enemies. Dash through enemies. I'm going to take the shield hook because we've been starting to see some shielded enemies spawn. So that's going to come in handy for ripping them off. Then I don't have to depend on grabbing enemies.
But you always wanted to do that.
Grabbing enemies and throwing them at them. I have the right sword for this door, so this works. Alright. Aha! Alright, we have the sword for that door too. Down here first. Whoops. Very nice. Oh, that blocks us from going that way. Oh, ho, ho. Alright. Okay, well, maybe if we get a chance to go back out around, we can get through there. Interesting. Alright, well, I guess we're stuck with what we chose. Oh, well, there's two ways to go. Another way to go. Oh, well, rewards. Everybody likes rewards. Alright, let's see what's down this way. Seems to be a kind of a roundabout way. What do we have here?
Hero wall. Hero sword. Ice wall. Ice. Cube.
Interesting. What does this say? The truth behind the Sky Ripper is shrouded in a thick fog. The most believable tale is that the Transcendent Emperor has used the Sky Ripper to banish illness. Then the Transcendent Emperor buried the weapon and vanished. Was it a self-imposed exile to rid the world of its last divine presence, or was the price to pay for using such a tremendous power? Could the Sky Ripper and Ilbis have a deeper connection than just a weapon and its victim? My ritual will summon the Ilbis stone. Perhaps I should worry that they will also cause the Sky Ripper to resurface. If that is the cause, I should spare no resources to find it. A weapon that can banish a god is an invaluable bargaining chip should the old ones decide to double-cross me. It is their nature to try, but gods are predictable, and I can rely on that to always be one step ahead. Emperor Insigrim II, the third secret journal. Interesting. Alright. So, well, I guess we have to go this way. Alright. Ice sword.
That is a very cool sword, thought Renara. No, seriously. He couldn't feel his paw anymore.
Couldn't feel his paw anymore. Trophy earned. It is a sword. Is it a sword? Is it a key? Ooh, some essence. Or orbs. Let's try this. Frozen orb out. Or frozen sword out. Interesting. Oh. Let's go back and see what's back here. Because they seem to reward backtracking quite thoroughly in this game, so let's take a meander back. Okay, so that took us to there. Okay. Alright, well, let's go in through here. See where this leads us. Oh my.
Anyone ever tell you have a lovely eye? No?
thought there was a pathway to walk over there. Alright, let's see where this takes us.
Ah, good! I need a new rug for me nest! Said the lead raven.
Frozen enemies is quite handy. I like that.
Ah, a puzzle. Renato loved puzzles. Except when he couldn't figure them out. On the other hand, if there was a puzzle, it was probably meant to keep people away from something good.
Let's go see what the fire door takes us. Since we have the new sword view. Oh, we're into a battle sequence. Go figure.
Can I borrow that?
Level up. Ooh, and a big shiny red box. Ooh. Oh, treasure hunter. We found a gem. Alright, so now all we gotta do is find one of those shrines again, or a workbench, and then we can equip our first gem. Oh boy.
There had to be a way to use the Sky Ripper without causing a catastrophe. Why? Maybe it's always dangerous, he imagined Zenobia saying. Always the voice of reason, that one. Well, there had to be a way to use the Sky Ripper, because not being able to use it was boring. So there.
It was boring, so there. Alright, that's a dead end. Dead end. What did we do? Skip the puzzle section by doing that? I think we did. Aha! A shrine. Or an altar. Alright, so. Dash through enemies. Perfect strike. Attack enemies at any distance. Auto activates when reaching a certain combo threshold. Well, that's cool. Attack reflexes slowdown time. Alright, so what does this next one do? Slowdown time after a successful attack until your next action. Tactical mode of combat, like a tactical mode of combat, like a true master. I think we're gonna go with a little health upgrade on this one because we seem to be getting beat down pretty good here. So let's put a little health on, and then we'll get our health and stamina up, and then we'll get a little more combat focus here. Oh, well, howdy doody. Anything else around here worth looking at? Nope. Alright, there's the Sky Ripper.
There it was. Sky Ripper's armature. The stuff that dreams are made of. Engineers' dreams, anyway. The device was intricate. No one alive had the skill to make a thing like it. How was it part of a weapon at all? He'd have to ask a scientist. But first, he'd get the second piece. Sky Ripper had a heart, a core that had come to rest on the next island. Well, there was another island he could reach. Zenobia had just invaded it with her father's Raven battalions. She must be encamped there still. But fighting Zenobia now, that made no sense at all. He'd already sacrificed one friend to get this armature, was it? He didn't need to hurry to face her. She would find him.
Alright, so there, we're at our next choice again. And our first choice is, for some inexplicable reason, Ronaldo chose Zenobia. Ronaldo has found the armature of the Sky Ripper. Without the core, it would just be an empty and useless shell. Maybe he should go see Zenobia, who had invaded a city nearby. She was the Emperor's adopted daughter and greatest general. but she was also his old friend. Ronaldo didn't know why, but he felt the urge to go see her. And then our next choice is he needed to go get the core of the Sky Ripper, obviously. Bernardo has found the armature of the Sky Ripper. Without the core, it was just an empty and useless shell. The only reason one would seek the armature was to build the legendary weapon that had once banished the lost gods. Obviously, Bernardo should get the core. So that's where we're going to end this episode off, and we'll pick it up next episode. And I think, like I said, when we first started this one, we're going to see the Sky Ripper storyline through to the end and see where that takes us. I'm not going to deal with Miss Emperor's general daughter, my lost love affair or something here, obviously, because he seems to be drawn to her for some reason. So we're going to see the Sky Ripper storyline through to the end. So next episode we'll pick up there, and we'll see where the Sky Ripper's core takes us. So this is AK Gamer signing off from Story's Path of Destinies, leaving us at a end point here for now, and I'll pick it back up later. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, tell me what you think, tell me what you don't like, and we'll catch you next time.